Alright guys, video dose of tonight. And basically I had my intro video. And again, I will make sure to try to tell everyone either via text or tomorrow at school, because these videos probably won't post. It's like 9ish right now. All of them probably won't post till like 2 in the morning, because YouTube sucks like that. So, let's actually start with one that I personally like. And this is the NBA MVP race. Now, Blake, don't worry. I'll do a Tom Brady GOAT thing for you, and that will be maybe my third video. I have my Kuechly jersey for that over here. I'll do this video. Crap, I forgot what I was going to do for my other one. I think I was going to do upstart teams and disappointing teams of the NBA this season. Probably top 3. Yeah, I'll do that for my next video. Alright, so let's start with the MVP race. We obviously have James Harden, who is having a very good year. Houston Rockets are currently ranked 3rd in the West. And, fun fact, there's only been one person ever to not win, or to win the MVP, where his team wasn't in the top 2, and that's the GOAT so far. I'll probably post another video like I have before of why LeBron James, especially if he wins this MVP, could take over Mike's spot. Michael Jordan, and his team was the 3rd seed. So, the committee really takes that into account, but the fans love him and Russell Westbrook. I mean, Russell Westbrook, I like the Thunder, but I don't really like Westbrook. It's kind of weird. So James Harden, he's averaging a double-double. I think he's averaging around 29 points and about 11 assists. I'm literally looking at a Sports Illustrated from like 2 weeks ago. Yeah, so that's pretty cool about that. The other one is Russell Westbrook. I don't know if he's actually averaging a triple-double. I know he's gotten 40-some this season, or 34 or something like that. The third person who I think should win is LeBron, and I'm not really that much of a LeBron fan. And most of the people who see this channel know Zach Abernathy. I want to punch him in the face sometimes because of how much of a LeBron fan he is. And how much he was like, yeah, LeBron's the GOAT and all that. And I'm like, shut up, Zach. And then the fourth one, who I think should be second in voting, but is like currently 4th, is Kawhi Leonard. So I'm going to do a rundown of all of them. James Harden. Let's see. He's a very efficient scorer on a good team around him. Okay, sorry. Here, I'll say this a bit more clearly. The MVP, I'm going to analyze. And it's not about the past of players, because if you look at the past, obviously LeBron is going to win that battle. But just this current season. So, most valuable player. Who's the most valuable player on their team? On a good team. Because you could say like, well, the Philadelphia, well not Philadelphia, they lost him. Can't think of a bad team, which is actually pretty bad. Denver Nuggets, and they're actually... screw that. Alright. Forget what I said. Let's start with James Harden. So, he's he is the most valuable player on his team, but he's not the most valuable player for his team in the league. So, like, if Houston Rockets didn't have him, that's what I'm trying to say. If the team didn't have them, how much would their record drop, and how much would their team be impacted? So I like to point out that, at least recently, James Harden has actually been playing defense, which is big revelation in his career, which I think could bring him up to the #1 spot in MVP. I mean, I like James Harden. He's a pretty cool guy. I mean, out of all the MVPs, he's probably my second favorite behind Kawhi, and then it's LeBron, and then it's Russell Westbrook. And I mean, James Harden, he's cut down on the turnovers a bit. He's basically improved his he was already good at scoring and passing the ball, except, he was good at passing the ball, but he'd have way too many turnovers. But if you look at his team, how many shot creators there are. There's Eric Gordon, Patrick Beverley. He's a spot-up shooter, but he's pretty good. Clint Capella, as long as he can throw a lob somewhere in his area, he's going to catch it. So I think Rockets, they can end with a 55-62 win record, which is very good. I think without Harden, they're a low 40 team. That is a big drop off. That's like a 10-point drop where there's a that's like a 15 win drop off. Not 15. It's between 10 and 15 drop off. And I think that could be I think James Harden's a very valuable player. And then let's go to Russell Westbrook. Now, Westbrook, I think the Thunder are currently 6th in the West, and honestly, if you're going to compare Russell Westbrook to Michael Jordan, that's not to be said. And personally, with the triple-double thing, oh, yeah, that's great and all. Triple-double, triple-double. Do you know who could get a triple-double if he wanted to? LeBron, probably James Harden. But what Russell Westbrook is doing with all these rebounds he's trying to get and all these assists and all these points is with the rebounds, he has to leave his man wide open for shots. I mean, Russell Westbrook, if he really does try his hardest, he's a very good defensive player. But he just really hasn't been trying as hard, I think, on defense. And if you see him, he's like a crazy man because of how many shots he takes. And I heard this statistic a week or two ago that if Russell Westbrook wins MVP today, out of 71 league MVPs, and you have guys like LeBron shooting over 50, Kawhi shooting around 50, James Harden shooting around 46 but taking a lot of threes, Russell Westbrook is around 42 or 41, which is not good in general, especially for a superstar. He'd be ranked 65th in field goal percentage out of 71 or 2 MVPs. That is not acceptable, in my opinion, to be an MVP of all of basketball. And basically considered, yeah, you're the best player in the world this year. I don't think it's worth that. James Harden, I think with him, his turnovers, I mean, it's the whole season that it is. His turnovers and like stuff like that, I don't think he should win it. Now, if we look at Kawhi Leonard, he has done so much for this team, and even though some people say like, oh, he has LaMarcus Aldridge and Pau Gasol, that's for the people that don't watch the games. Just kidding. I've watched 3 NBA halves this year, and there's 82 games. So that tells you something about that. I like keeping up with the NBA, but I don't really watch that much. So, Kawhi Leonard, if the Spurs didn't have him, Aldridge has had a huge drop-off. Pau Gasol, I mean, he can still put the ball in around the post, but he's terrible on defense. I think he's on the bench now. And Tony Parker and Manu Ginobili, they're just old as heck. I think Kawhi deserves it. Maybe not this season. I don't know. I think Kawhi will win at least one in his career. He's already won 2 defensive MVPs, 2 in a row. In fact, he might win 3. But I think Kawhi's second in running. And here's my reason why LeBron James. Oh, and I forgot to do the wins. Russell Westbrook. How far? I think OKC's is going to be probably around 45 to 50 wins. They're going to be a away seed in the West, so basically a 5 through 8 somewhere in there. I think they'll be 6. I think they'll keep around the 6th seed. Without Russ, they're out of the playoffs. But honestly, if you have guys like Victor Oladipo, by the way, if you don't know, I'm just playing with like a slinky right here. I don't know if you can hear that in the video, but they have guys like Victor Oladipo. They don't have Cameron Payne anymore. I don't even know who their backup point guard is. He might just be playing 48 minutes now. And then you look at guys like Steven Adams, who's an excellent rim protector. So honestly, I think if they had a more efficient shooter at the helm, like Victor Oladipo, and if they could actually if they could actually pass the ball and turn over less, I think Thunder would only go down to like maybe 10 wins at most. I think without him, Thunder would be right out of the playoffs. But it'd be like, instead of, I don't say a 47-win team, it'll be like a 40-win team. It won't be that much different. And let's go to LeBron. A lot of people say, LeBron, if you take away LeBron, you still have Kyrie Irving and Kevin Love, 2 All-Stars. You have this big 3 in Cleveland. And here's why LeBron. It's close on the court. Off the court, LeBron wins it easily. Off the court is because he's basically the Cavs GM I mean, because look, he's able to convince any player to join him because he is one of the most unselfish players of all time. And I actually heard somewhere why, and I'll debate with this again, is there's a reason that there's more than, it's not just because Magic wasn't as good as Jordan. If Magic was just as good as Jordan, Jordan would still be it because Magic was too unselfish. And LeBron's the same way. Like, honestly, if he went off, LeBron could post up triple-double after triple-double. Better than Westbrook, in my opinion. If LeBron had no one else around him, he would be better than Westbrook. And if you still look at LeBron, I'm not entirely sure what the statistic is of whenever he's out of games. But if you're saying, yeah, Kyrie and Kevin Love, yeah, you have Kyrie and Darren Williams. Who are your other guys who can handle the ball? It's like, well, I mean, Kevin Love, if he's doing good. By the way, Kevin Love is having an amazing season, but he keeps getting injured. So that's really hurting them. I did not realize how long this video has been. I'll try to quicken this up. So Kevin Love's been getting injured. Kyrie, he's been doing good, but I don't think Kyrie can put up a 55 to 60 win season without LeBron. And LeBron is, I'd say a 15 win team. I mean, it's really hard saying. I'm literally doing this off the top of my head. I give it to LeBron, Kawhi second, but if Harden, if he puts down his turnover numbers and improves his defense, I'll put him at second. And then Russell Westbrook fourth. Sorry guys for how long the video is, but I need to update stuff. So, as I normally do, like I did last year. Sabra!